Back to February the 1st when you first get that call, what advice would you go back and give yourself now? Is there anything you do differently?
To answer that, people need to understand. I have a team of investigators and a forensic team that process crime scenes all the time, have done so for decades. And so to sit back and judge them or question them, that's just crazy.
I have about 6 Sheriff Nanos interviews from recently, and he said nobody in this case has been cleared. And so to have that turn, maybe there's information that we don't know about, but it just seems a bit premature. And also the pleas, and I'm begging you, you don't usually hear that from executives who run medium-sized police departments. You don't hear that.
Nope.
So Ed, with all of this conversation about the sheriff, there was people that agreed or disagreed about the friction within the department. And then we heard from Sergeant Cross, who is the Pima County Sheriff's Department union representative. He represents all of the members of service in the Pima County Sheriff's Department. And he too has a history way before this case came up with votes of no confidence and so on and so forth.
Yeah, it's very difficult to have a leader with a no confidence vote from the troops.
You've been pretty critical of your own sheriff, including this case as well. What did he get wrong? What could he have done better?
At this point, a lot of the questions being raised with my members are whether or not that we should hand this off to the FBI and move into a supportive role to assist them. The FBI has an incredible amount of resources, personnel, funding that they can draw from to try and find Nancy and hopefully bring her home safely to her family. I think once this moved from a search posture to a possible kidnapping, the FBI, they're the premier agency in the world to deal with kidnappings. And that's something that our medium-sized law enforcement agency probably just doesn't have the experience to handle.
Sheriff Nanos has also been pretty critical of you, saying that you and others don't have a clue what this investigation has entailed. Your response to that?
That's true. We don't know what's being discussed inside the homicide unit that's running primary on this. They've kept a lot of discipline to keep information from getting out. They've been doing a very good job about that. But I think even the public has questions about things that they've been able to see, us turning over the scene. The next day, Sheriff Nanos himself at first admitted that they probably released the scene too early. These types of things undermine public trust. And that's not something that you want to do as a law enforcement agency.
Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have Sergeant Aaron Cross joining us. So make sure to hit the notify button so you don't miss tonight's special guest.